Right. Well, let's see what we're gonna do tonight. I don't really know. We're just gonna play. Play and have fun. How's that? I have no clue what's going on right now. Let's get started, I guess. Helmet cleaned right off the bat. Oh. Tidy this thing up and make it look a little better. Boy, it's bright. Look at all the lights on it. We are just going to play and mess around, I think. Get a few things done. Let's see. Yeah, I think we had a couple things over here to do. Don't need that anymore. Random machines. That was looking at frames. Is this one? Yeah, we've got that going. That was just a want. Maybe if we made that rubber wire, rubber cable, whatever it was for that crap. Let's see. This on some legs now. Now that it's in place, and pull down its skirt here. What the? I'll do just a block. Nah. Look out of place, wouldn't it? Proper supports. That one. Like that. You know. Splash ram in the water. Go to the creek. Creek day. You over here. Oops. Touch the button. Stop touching my buttons. It'll work out good for us. just break all the walls. Put one right next to it. You can't do that. You're supposed to skip one. Yeah, watch me. Really, it doesn't need one that close to the building. The awesome sink, I think it's proved its point. We are up and going now, so it's out of its element here, so let's read of that. Oh yeah, I forgot I pulled a block out of that thing and looked at it last night. Bye-bye. And then this pad here, it's irrelevant now. Yeah. Then we can go ahead and hook that bad boy up. Just lay that butter up, potato chip. Go inside and watch the fun again. Oh yeah, we got a couple more things put together in here too. We was busy tearing up stuff last night, looking troubleshooting. Fixing our mistakes is what we were doing. And so many errors, belts and whatnot. Not even hauling yet, so it's only gonna chaw into the first few until it fills that box up again. Yeah. Think we'll check the logistics layer. Everything should be big chillin' now, I think. Yeah, these are just barely gonna be moving now because the thing just got, it's all full. Good. So then the pipe, that's, we had one of these machines out here, I don't know, that wasn't for this, but we were looking at the manufacturer. Face me when I'm talking to you. We are looking at these. We now have conquered all of these in quite great fashion, I do believe. Total tally, gosh, modular frame tower. Oh, what does that thing make? Honestly, don't even remember. It makes a lot. More than enough to feed this thing. This is only getting 3 of these, I think I'm running. That's just due to the amount of, that's 30 encased industrial beams per minute right there in that building. Getting some concrete from over there at Brutal Concrete. button at? Here it is. Brutal concrete, one of them lines that comes out, comes back across. That top one right there is that bad boy right there, the concrete that feeds that building. And then that is the steel beams, comes from the steel plant right there. Steel works right there. So those, the pipe from this place, and however much that was, it's a lot. 500 or 600, I can't remember. Enough that we can just take it to a train or take a train out from it. It don't have to be nothing, but I can pull several jobs from this building here. This is pipe central here. And then our concrete. I guess we've got modular frames, trains going. Need to get the encased beams and the concrete rails going. Let's take a look at that. This building and that right there. All you need to figure is how to do them. Definitely don't want to put a train right in front of that. That would totally ruin the aesthetic of that building. Sneak it off back in here somewhere and put that. Yeah, that's the output for it right there, I believe. Or am I away from draw distance there? Yeah. Like, where are there no cased beams on that? Yeah. Input, output. Got a little bit of a straight right here. We could get a siding off cleanly. It'll still fit under the bridge. Give him a pad that's on grid right here. And have that dude come straight out, right down onto the platform for the train. Train will come off. Yeah, it could come off anywhere right along there for a siding. And then he could just come over this way along the cliff. The train will look cool coming along there. And just plug it right in here to just a flat platform here. And then he'll just exit straight out this way, and then he'll just gently nudge right back onto this. If we could get him before that signal right there would be epic, because it's close to that signal down there, that pass signal. I don't want to put any more block or mess with anything closer than that block to that path signal if I can. Otherwise, he'll have to come all the way down here and plug into, well, can't right here. This is blocked. Well, that's the plan. So he'd be on this level. Train would actually be 2 tiles over from that there. Is that the exact level? Wow, how did I do that? So that pad's almost perfect right there. The belt should be see what it does here. Trainio station on it. Not clipping in anything. I don't see why not. Train will look right underneath it right there. Loading box would literally be right there. I mean, I think I will. You can't stop me. I think that's literally all I need right there. And just enough room for a box and we can load in. Because it doesn't have to be like a double load or anything. It can, well, I mean from here as well. Let's see. Do here. Add back here. Will that fit right there? This is that. I don't. Well, that I think that might actually hook up. Kick jack stands right there. Ugh. That's just a little too far in. Okay, well, let's see. Okay. up here. Let's see. Maybe set one of our custom power towers down in here. It's the B1. Can't remember what the difference was. It's at the base, I think. Yeah. Add a place. I do need to put one up here though, but let us see. Circuit boards and computers too. Some of that stuff going. Sometimes getting even just the smallest little thing somewhere is a pain. Do you have anything down low over here? And we do have our power right here. So main power here. Snake a lug over here onto this. Put a hole right here and go to that stand right there. Might do that. There. And then from right there, we should just be able to do our thing like this. Yep, where? And where? It wants to. There. There. And there. That didn't hurt too bad. clean there. Yeah. Let's see. Can we open that to this first? On the side, I need a wall. Why it's so bad. At that point, why couldn't that just go from that hole? There. Let's go up. Nah. Sometimes getting the power just right in this game is just so eh. There we go. So this is east and west here. Let's see, that's right there by a junction. And we just rip a lane off of right there. Right there. Come off this way and pretty tight. Oh, I hate bringing it off right here though. Yeah, I guess I could start his exit. Right here. Yeah, that would be pretty bad. He can exit here and get off. And then just here. It's there. He'll go click and then just keep it riding right next to this until we get to the point where it's nice and clean, where it goes whoosh and just makes a little turn in. Would be great. This would be grand. Start with out. there. Starter piece there. There's put us. Then it would just kind of, just hook it up from there and see how it lays out. Man, that's gonna be perfect. Looks like. I mean, phew. Don't have to make it too complicated. I mean, it's gonna look nice. Add another train to be out here moving and grooving. Hey, why'd you do that? Climbs up the grade quite nicely there. Actually, that looks unfinished like that. Let's just put that slab there. Doing that. You see underneath that one too. Stop doing that. Yeah. That up a little bit. Yeah, I think that looks nicer. And let's see, we will put a break in that just to make them tiles stop. Right about there. Like that. Just like that. Easy peasy. Then he goes outie. Your head. And let's see, really, and then we said we were gonna try to do that. Let's do it. If this can just go like that and look clean, we will. Yeah. Any other breaks down in here, we might be able to go there or there. That's right. That is cleaner, but puts us closer to that junction. About here. Wait. We got to move that signal though. Actually, that signal moved back here to make this a pair of pants as a junction to isolate, and another one there. I don't know if I like that any better than that, because that just kind of short to the point, gets right back on. Because then he's just pretty much pulling out and immediately checking for that path. A little bit of a weird bend. I just don't want to put it too far down here. But we might. Oh, there is a joint right there. Okay. I mean, that's really clean right there. And then we could move our signal here. We'd probably have to relay that track and recut that back here. I think I like that. I know it does get close to that junction, but dang it. So many choices. That gets him right back in on the curve. Clip, clip, clip. Ooh, that was a big piece. It went on it with. We want this to be like right here, I think. This one here, we'll just splice it where we want it. There. That's repair pants. Let's ISO this. Okay. Can't go through there. I sure the hell's hope he doesn't always try to go through there. That's why I miss that dynamic train route spot. Ugh. Stupid train. I mean, it's even named and everything. How dare he? Okay, pair of pants, ISO'd. Good there. Back over there, and then the next one's good to there. Observe this guy if he's gonna ride that again or not. That would have been the water guy, yeah. Let's see what's up with that, waterman. A ride for a second. Smoke break. Not official unless you call it. A lot of trains. I mean, he probably thinks it's okay because he drives through that one anyway. Drives through that station back there at the Quartz Tower anyway, so. It's like, what, I'm driving. I'm driving here. Can't help myself. Yeah, let's see if he... No, he didn't that time. Caught his path click there and went on. How do I have double there? Oh, that's just so, yeah, so they'll help clear the junction. That's why you do them like that. Oh. Ooh, what's up? Have to be filling up. That whole place start working now. Let's see. What does the power curve look like? Still within tolerance, yeah. I wonder if I could bump this whole line up and just have this one be the one that's sunken. How hard would that be right here? Be this line would stay elevated here. That would drop off right there and kind of make a triangle. That could look like. Elevation changes are bad. keep it. Need to do a light, like it's on the other side too. Over here, grab one. Like that. Just a little reveal on the end. Stuffed up in there nicely. Okay. Yeah. There's a wall bracket there. One here too. Used to be a wall here. Now there's not. So really, we don't really know where a train would be going from here. So let's put the fella in here, get him ready, at least. Get in there, big fella. Those. Let's see, we'll get a white paint job too. Could have done a the encased industrial beam color. Just do the color picker thing. Windows, pick a color from that, and then set everything to make that. Yeah, that'll only start working when the box is completely full. So, go ahead and give this guy his name. And go ahead and get his first edit on there. Tower pickup. And that's got that ready set. Now we go finally decide how we get stuff back up in here. Trains. How are we going to deal with this? Keep it like that, or put it in front, or I don't know yet. This looks pretty wild up here. Need to tie it in somehow. We got all of our concrete. Sure, don't mind if I do. A little bit of that. We've got 3 outputs there. Yeah. Just deciding on how we want to do that. Because the nearest main is right there. We're going to have a lot more infrastructure back in here, better stuff. Bring my nitrogen ship over from my other save and put it out here to have it. I think so cool. Well, really, there's not much out here. A water node, I won't ever touch that. Why would I ever need a water node like that on the ocean? Ridiculous. Kind of ruins the potential for having neat logistics going to and from, and kind of a bummer that that's like that, but get a train over here cleanly. Kind of look around here. Oh, great. Let's see. Or do we turn the train around and make him come in over here and exit out this way and go? It's going to be crazy, whatever it is. Do a don't even really have room to cut back in here and go over that thing. Yeah, this is just a weird spot. That's all in the way right there. I don't really have. I did have a train running down through that in my other world, and whoosh down through here into, well, basically a tile right here and into a station right here. This was I forgot all about this node back here. It's way back here by itself, though. We'll have to get that out of here at some point. Just some clean way to get a train. If we just do a big grandiose elevated bridge that came out and like looped out from that or something, then came down to a decent elevation. Where could we tie it in at? I don't like the dead end out like that. I don't like the dead end main like this. It'll just be a single in and a single out at that point. It's already starting to get busy. That guy. That's a toughie. Okay, we could offset this, I think. On this level, do an elevation change here, stay somewhat hugging through here, and then what's it gonna do? Almost need a spiral. I could build one, but make this like a spiral junction here. It could come up and go multiple directions. You go that way. And that's what kind of sucks, is that's coincidentally almost the same elevation as this. It is. Darn. But we got all this room to play with here. I don't know, I'm thinking some sort of I would think that a spiral exit would be nicer than a spiral climb for it. It can come in another direction, I think. We had a big spiral in our other world too. We're in that Y intersection over there that goes up that hill. Had one there for a while. This one won't need to be near as tall. That one over there was huge. Where are we? Square right here. There. I don't know really how tall it would need to be. Like that. Let's see where that. Ooh, wrong. Doing it wrong. Just see where that coincidentally lands, if it dives in or what. Oh yeah, it dives in quick. Would be kind of cool to have a train coming back through here again. Fortunately, that's got to be probably be tucked back in over here. Look kind of cool. We did this same elevation. Oops. But back over in this side. It's got to go even one more. Wow. Here. Ooh. I mean, and it dives eventually anyway. Train would hit that 100%. So, I mean, it could do a little elevation change there. Throw down some structure here and take a look and see what we can maybe start doing here. Be an interesting little project, I think. Yeah. Set the elevation we need. Yeah. It's okay. So we come out to that, and then we can go around it, and then we down to this elevation, and then back down to that elevation. So we could just pretend like we're leaving it like that, I guess. I don't remember what the name formula for one of them things was, even. I know it's not these. It's gonna be 1 meter ramps. Was it that big, I think? Came up to that level and then what, you had to go just down. It's been so long. Was it just down further than that, wasn't it? I don't remember. Let's just mess around here. And 2 lost. I messed with any of that stuff. No, that's not it. Well, actually, it is laying on there, ain't it? Let's see what that does. I don't think that's a circle like we want, though. Yeah, because I'm not. Go back here. We believe. Or was it from the middle? I think it may have been from the middle. Like this. Is it like that? I think so. Yeah, it keeps a nice flat curve. Then you just go down another one. Ooh, that's close. And then down another one. See if we can do this. Like I said, it's been ages since I've done a spiral. And then just from that to that again. Yeah, I think that's it. Down to here. And then you'd come down here. Get there, something like that. And then you'd have, well, then you still have that I'd like to get down to, so that's this one. We'll go fit to there. Maybe in trouble. Might have to move that whole thing east just a little bit. We got room. In order to get down and then turn and then off to this one and then do the same thing here. Yeah, I think it could look interesting. I'll work at it a little bit, but it needs to, yeah, it needs to be moved over. Like, you know, if we've got this and then 2 more, I think it can start turning then. So that way 2. Oh, it's just busy to build. So. Easy peasy to build. Now we know the formula. Now we can get trickier with our style and design. Ooh, crap. Well, it looked like a chicken for a second. See the size of that chicken. So 1, 2, and then go up. Yeah, I think. Let's see if we still got room. Might have to change the direction of where our spiral starts now. Let's see about that. That's still anywhere down in there is the objective. It can move over to, well, probably will have to. We'll see. It's been kind of wondering how all this is going to work out eventually, but I think this kind of might work. Let's get back on the... We just stick with a basic plan for now. So if it's... Well, let's see, because at that point, it's just this train coming up this thing. This is just his little thing. Unless this was part of the main down here, I don't know yet. We'll see. That came off like this. Well, there again, it's just that train. So I mean, we can make this. Will it even fit like that? How did we have it before? So it... Play off. Silly thing. I need to make sure that too, that I'm sticking to the top of this block, the next one down. Try like this, let's see. I mean, yeah, there's no way you can go from here to there. This, I think, is about the tightest. This one or the middle one? Because man, how did I have a double spiral before? I guess it was... Because it was pretty good size, I think. I thought for some reason that it was just like that. But I think I'm wrong, because that won't work in the real world. It must have been... It would have been out here. God. And out and around. I don't remember it being quite that big, but... It's kind of changed, maybe. That's the only guy coming up here, so... Something like that. Will that connect? Let's see, I think, let's do it like this. I think that's how you're supposed to do it, like that. That way. No, actually that won't. Let's see what it does. Yeah, it keeps it straight up. Boom, like it. Yeah, I mean, at that point you don't like doing it like that. You want to do it from the middle, I think. So I normally would do it, I think. And then that. Yeah. Off. We just do like that, and it's like a perfect fit. That like that. We'll do decorating later. This thing roughed in here and see what it does. If we've even got room still. That would be sad. That. And top of this one here. It's close. And then the top of this one here. And then that'll get us down to ish level. It's kind of cool. Then that change should have allowed us to get right to here. Oh, we're way good. Yeah, I wanted like 1, 2, 3, but I ended up with 4, so I will take it. So that'll come down. Like so. We want a short tab as we possibly can down there, so like this. And that leaves us with it should work. And then from there it's out. Let's just see. That's out even with that. Really, it's going to make that curve just a little bit weird because that's just past 3. But we started over here. Went to that. Yeah, it's not quite. Have on a 3 that let's see, can we? Yeah, I think we can. We've got room right there, I think. So if we do go from here and make it a 3, we could do a 4. But then that would put us right at that break point. Go from there to there. That's your standard 3x3 curve. 3 in, 3 out. And then from there, we tab it up the hill this way. That. Plenty of room. Okay. And then this could be the beginning of a turn here. Yeah, and out 3. But it's got to go down that way, so there it is. So yeah, this is going to come onto these this way. Going downhill this way, yeah. Oh, if it doesn't get into this, by the time we swing down around. Keep going here, I guess. Oh, that's the wrong way. Wrong way there, bud. Next one. Oh, I think we're good. Down one more. Yeah. Down again. Yeah, we were so close. Okay, so we could change that final orientation to be here. Let's just try it and then see where that lands us up here. I'm not sure where it would. Easily enough done. Leave that one. Need it for reference for a sec. We want to take this. Can it fit at the lowest possible level here? Is that a good idea? Not really. We'd want to keep this as the last level because that will be on layout up top. It'll be at the same elevation. I think, yeah, it should be. We go here and then go up. That. Let's see. Here, this one, yeah. And then that puts us right here. That's feasible. Have to get from there to there. We just make the spiral do this. Let's make it 4 at that point. On this one, add a tab, add a tab, add a tab, there, and there, And then once that comes down here, sure this works here. There, plenty. Good. Here on him a little racetrack. And then he can come on down this way. Here. Gets us down to a livable elevation. That's his in track. What a mess. Yeah. It'll look cool though. We'll make it look like a roundabout. A vertical roundabout. Go roundabout, see what it's all about. Okay. Yeah, we could make this look all crazy with some like little tunnel things that it goes through and little lighted things and like a little roller coaster. Okay, so if he's out here, he's riding a perfect circle all the way down. So beautiful. And then that's a baby one. Whee. And then that'll not set, but that'll get us down to a... I always thought that looked like a face on the end of that. You see it? I see it. A little face right there, a little two eyes. There's an eye, there's an eye, there's the nose, the mouth, the cheekbones. It's like a skull and crossbones on there. There's the crossbone. There's the crossbone. Looks like down into a lock or something. I don't know. You're down in the comments. What do you think? I think it looks weird. And then that can be a reasonable elevation to get down to here somehow. At that point, where is his... This is how he gets up. How does he get back down? Being that he's the only one that uses it, can he come out of here and go spiral down to this elevation like this, and then just come over and plug into this and go back? So it's his own road. Signals wouldn't work though. So at that point, I guess I need to make it a 2-lane then. So he'll come back out and around this way. You got to go. Okay. Yeah, it'll come back over. And we'll try to just get it back down. How can I do that? Can I go on this lane here? Hopefully that's not too tight. I can probably make it work for this guy. Like that. Yeah. Saw you bounce as soon as I squeeze the trigger. Down to here. But then, what are you doing, dude? You nerd. Get out of there. Get out of here. Yes. Then I ran into this issue here. Where I need to move that whole thing that way one lane. Or enough to get another pot right there. I'll do it. Just remember we started off here. Okay, and then at that point, I just do this. Move this in. I can't because of this. It's about the sweep that you only can get. I can get tighter. I have the flexi things, but it really makes the cranes really bend. So then at that point, then this whole thing does need to move over again, one that way to the left. What's up, Stevie G? Trying to figure out how to get a nice little train spiral up here to my brutal concrete factory. Just trying to work out solve a little problem. I've been putting this thing off for way too long. This thing's just up in a weird spot. It's all weird. How's your night been going? This, I don't really have room to move that over. Heck nabbit. Because he can get down to here. If I could just move that over and make him this lane, then I should just be able to step in like this, right? Make this 4. Do I have room though? Have it. Good. God, I'd have to move that whole damn bus line over. So bad. I'm gonna. I don't know. If we made, what if we turn the station around? Would that make any difference? What if I turned this whole mechanism 90 degrees counterclockwise. Made these exits be right here instead of right here. And then that would put this output tail shooting off out and underneath this. Like that would be, because I've got all room right here. And then we can just go whoosh, whoosh, and down and hit this wherever this needs to land. That could work even better. At that point, this would come off. Just need to turn this whole thing where it starts here, like this. At that point, can we make it 4 wide? Don't know if we can. Well, we can try, but I don't think 4 will make it. Well, that'd be awesome. Give it a try. Leave that bit. That leg would come off, everything but the top one that we just put. Yeah, so coming down this way. There's one. There's the other one. There. If we've got room to do 4, we will. We do not. I don't even know if we have room to do that clock position or not, because it's still got to go down this way. If that's going to work at all. Ugh. Was here, and then it went. No, that wouldn't work, because then it'd have to go over and in that way, and then coming out, what would it do? If that was sitting like this, if we made the inner loop, it would have to come up and then go around out there, and then this one would be the output, and it would go back down this side and out. Could that work? I just don't know. No, that's not going to work. So try this. See. Still do it like that. They're just going to be a little bit closer to the post here and right next to each other. And this one here. Not looking good, because then this is down here again. At that point, we'd need to move it out here like a tile, but so much stuff in the way. We put all this crap in the way. Right here in this big, wide open area. Yes, I did. Guess that thing... Oh, it's probably still making case industrial beams. It probably is. So we emptied it. Yeah, it's still shooting. Yeah, making its little meager 30 per minute. It's enough for a project somewhere. Almost got that filled up. And yeah, because we were just feeding it out of a small buffer there to begin with. Smoke break. It's official. Nice to see it actually working. Pulling steel in, concrete in. It's working. This one building's keeping 2 other facilities going. That one and part of that one over there. Okay. Figure this out. I don't want to just uphill, downhill. That's almost impossible. Could do one of them fancy just sweepers that goes round, about, boom, boom, back and forth, like a Siamese twin lane. Stacker, I think, the appropriate name for it. Man, this is just right in the way, isn't it? Which set of refineries it's feeding off of, I don't even know. Let's see which any of these underground ones are probably pulling limestone in. Yeah, they all are. They're all working. This turned out looking pretty wild. Brutal concrete. Its logistics line's right my way right now. I don't know why I did that, because it was easy. It's easy. Manha. Rather not disturb it just for this project. And that creates so many more issues. Oh, breaks over. Clink. Yeah, I just don't know if that's even set in stone over there. Half thinking about putting the train station down over here. Lift it up a little bit. Then run them logistics lines out of here off down over to it. Because trying to get this thing right up here to it, or to this, to those lines, it's turned into a nightmare already. So I don't want to nix the whole project. I want to nix it from right here, though. Keep this part because it's valuable. I want to use that to get this train up and down from right here. If I can do that, then I see you. Didn't let no bugs out. Well, might as well give me your skin too, buddy. Wrong place, wrong time. Yeah, I never stood a chance. Then yeah, we'll put a train over here, and he can go in and out right here. Off-grid shoot through here. Let's see, let's latch onto it right here. Someone get that. Being good. Come on, oh no. A little bit. That can just shoot off back here. One lane can go this way into the station, and the other one can be, when he comes out, he can loop around maybe and then come back in onto this. I think that's kind of what we need to do. Hey. And if this is, I can get another one on this. Honestly, I don't know why I'm using 4 meters for that, for any of this. Like that. Let's just start replacing these with 1 meters. Take that one. And here. Make that connection there. And then this can basically be his, I guess, his own little up and down spiral. That's the only thing I know to do. Add that right there. Yeah. Well, let's see. At that point, could I make it look normal and come over here and then come? Got the elevation there, or not? Yeah. Will the train or the track meld through that and be invisible enough, though, to not care? If I could go like that and just barely nick it, I'm fine with that. Gotta be more comfortable with that. That gets me a little closer over here anyway. You can just go. Keep it on a somewhat of a common gauge. I don't like running them next to each other like that, even though it is the same train. And he'll only be ever coming up here, but looks weird. It is weird. And out again like that. And you can go down like that. Oops. Oh, look at that. And that gets us down to here. And at that point, it could be a main highway up and down, and that could just continue along here. Is that kind of a nice elevation? Way over here? Dive? It dives. Bad. Works out and through here, but then to go anywhere else, yeah, I gotta go up. But for now, it works. Yeah, I can see them stations out here, and that line will be, if that's the end, trace that back, if that'll work, and that'll be inside guy, so he goes swoosh swoosh, and that's him, yeah, that's him climbing the hill here. What did I just see? Okay. It just looked like that was a huge elevation change at one point there, but well, that's right. So that's him coming up and in here, and then whenever he comes, he'll come over like this, and it'll be a pretty long station. These 3 boxes. And that's probably just going to be one common station, but multiple trains can come in and out of it, hauling from here to the first job that it's going to supply, and then the other 2 jobs that this can supply. So yeah, we just have a train that would come in, and if we want to have a train stopping here and picking up out of the first box, that's fine. Second train, that's fine. He'll just have a how would we do that now? Because if we had we just put two locomotives on him, boom boom, and then a car. Yeah, do it like that. And then the guy that picks up the third one, he could have 3 trains and then a car. Yeah, it could be, it could be like that, and then it could be like that, and then you could have another one be facing forward again to that. Then you'd have wherever my hot bar went. Still my hot bar. And then you could have another one like that. Have a train look like that. It's just carrying 1 box. No big deal at all. But I don't think this is where this is going to stay. I think we're going to move it down here. It's all empty and everything. So. Tear it down. We'll leave that for now until we need to tear it down this. Let's see. Yeah, this is all trash. Trash the place, man. Oh, see. So, yeah, put that. And then the outgoing line, let's trace that. He'd be going down, 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 around, comes out here, and then shoots back into town. I think that's what we do. I think that's how we get on. But I'm going to have to tear this up kind of in order to do it. Who is hauling from over here? Both of those guys. Is the quartz tower still on? I can't remember. Still churning and burning? Yeah. Yeah, it kind of needs to. But he's not really hauling anything specific. So it won't interrupt his flow. It'll interrupt this guy. But he's just hauling ore, and I think it's it can stop. Yeah, let's just follow him to his station. We can stop him, get the traffic stopped over here. We can do some more train works. Moving and grooving. Good. Styling and profiling. Iron delivery guy. Turn him off right there. There's no pipe pickup guy yet. Don't know where any of that goes. He's still and stationary. This is all locked down, ready to go. Here's the water guy. And we can turn that awesome sink off over there for a bit too. Ride him back to his... Well, actually, he can just stay here. Yeah. Best off if he does stay here, really. Yeah, he can stay there. And we'll go turn off that awesome sink. I think that's the only two guys over here. Just the iron and the water guy. Other guy hauling that, he can just continue to run, but we'll turn this off. For now. Everything's full, but nothing's being used, so. And let's see, as a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and shut this guy down too. It doesn't. Or let's see, let's make sure. I mean, because I might use a crystal oscillator or two here and there, but I don't think I'm going to use enough to. I think I've got. Yeah, this is even shut down. Yeah. This is all shut down right now, so. Let's see, he doesn't even go that way, so he's non-bothered by this. Yeah, now's the time to this bit all tied up. Alright. Yeah, now then, this is gonna have to probably get shortened up. Well, we'll still have yeah, because this needs to make a jog right here too. Actually, this can be make this a roundabout right. Well, that's too close. Too close for a roundabout to a roundabout. Signaling and stuff. Oh. Because these guys are going to have to come in. It's either going to have to be a junction or a roundabout. One of the two. Like a T or a Y, like a pair of pants here. These guys, well, they've only got the one lane though. This guy, he's got the 2 lanes. So at that point, they turn into. Then I could even shorten this up and move it. Have them start moving out this way to catch a square into a junction here. Probably be the best. Or let's see, is this all playing in over this? Oh, just barely don't. If I could just cleanly plane in right there. We can to this point though. That way we don't do like this. Over here, we're going to be driving over this way. Haha. And if I had a piece of equipment, I could cut the edge of that rock off or blast that out. That would be perfect. So we could go those 3 lanes up, elevation change. Probably where we'll end up, but it will have to be back here to make the change up. Have to be back in here to make a 1 meter ramp, make that. Let's see. Does make it up past that grade, barely, but it's right into that. Here we're into it too. I'll go too much further back. Gonna end up eating into what we're gonna need for. Well, what we need for junction is just to here, I think. Would be like that. Making this junction over into that. Shorten this up a little bit. Hopefully this even make this stuff. Man. Kind of need that distance, so, well, particular we could change this distance here. Try and see. Oh. I mean, that's right on it. If we can get that to work as a junction, that might be our path right there. And then this, that kind of hard codes that in where that's at, so we can kind of make this a sweeper from here. And that'll just tie in. Let's keep going and see what happens. Yeah, I kind of wish I hadn't put that all right there now. So that could get ripped out super easy. Hate to do it, but I will if I have to. What's that plane in at? It's that elevation there. Okay. Okay, man. Well, we might actually just be able to just snake it through there with the curb builder. Call that a day. Chop down a few of these guys here. Up the roadway a little bit. See what we need to do there. Something like that. Then we'll go here. It's going to be -5. Look off this side. Oh wait, we need. Oops. Need parallel. 800. And that should be 2 flat. That. There we go. That needs straight on it first, though. We can do 5, and we can just do a blueprint. That's about what we need to do. A blueprint. Yeah. Oh, that's my singles. Oops. Pull that track off there because that won't be right for the application. Auto save. Oh, yeah, I can nick off that edge of that. That's fine. Let's see, that's going to get us in the right direction. And we'll get down to the right elevation. Right, yeah, there's that glitch those trains do when you paint them. Hate that. Paint's in right there. Ooh. Or, it doesn't have to. Let me just curve it here. But it's 4 pieces that way. Okay. That's info in. Take build off this dude. Do curve mode, parallel. In the 5. What's it doing? Doing there, bud. Is that it? Is that it? Start of it. I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, just to there. 8. Yeah, at that point, then that would have to curve out into all this. Click that off on a 5. We do here. Take those refineries, set them right here. Just basically take this and just move it over here. It's 2 lanes though. Figured to make it work though. So we'd need this guy. Over here. And that's the oxide for water. And it's got that one little line there for the back feed. And then that guy. Thing right there. You like that? That's all. That's just the solution going from that to that. And that's going to feed back around. That's got to feed coal into this one. That. Let's see. Let's take that bauxite line. Let's do it like that. That's set to put 80 on the valve. Have a T in it right there. This line here goes back to here. That. It's all temporary crap. Yeah, that feeds back into this machine, and then that just feeds luminous solution over into this machine. That. Luminous solution, and this gets the coal. There. Output of this needs to go into there. So that comes this way. This. Needs to scrap over. Those can just daisy chain. Hold. Start to make again. Just like that. Okay, now we can. That's probably carrying our main power in, probably, wouldn't it? Yeah. So, let's see. It goes here. Just tie it to that hole. Yeah. Have everything fired up over there. This can get shifted over out of the way then. Way to the train. Everybody has to make way for the train because they're so big and heavy. And then that, lock that off. And at that point, that pole is irrelevant. Just be over here. Temporary. Thing is, though, boy, I really probably should move this too, because I gotta swing out through here. Let's see, it's just feeding that and that. So let's take this guy and put him here. That's going to split to that and that. Like that pretty easily. And then this is just a hand feed box here, so we got left in it, not much. Yeah, let's get closer, and then we gotta hook this back up here. Either side of that, and then that's a hand feed copper box. So we need one of these. Set it in here like this, I guess. Like that. Anything like that. Be a good idea for inside of a blueprint. Feed right up over the top of it. Okay. And then that's our silica back in there. Philly silica. Alright. Okay, we did all the sloop back and everything. Crap. Ingots. Junk, get more junk. So much of junk. Now, I think that's going to afford us a little bit more room there. We'll even get fancy with it. How's that? Except that's on the wrong plane, sir. What is this thing doing? Now then, one of these is going to have to give here. This one, really want to turn it too much. See how we get on here. Isn't that 5 degrees? Yeah, 5 degrees on front that way. There it goes. So that's 5 degrees. That puts us out to here. It's kind of where that needs to go. Looks like it'll be right above that rock, so we can move it over. Hope. And we can move that some more. Might even just move the whole damn thing. I don't know yet. That's it. Just make a blueprint that can do that. Because that's just a cluster mess there. That's coming out on our 5. I don't want any of that stuff to get buried in there. Let's see, so if we did this, clicked, and then got that to come out once it did. These, there it goes. Something right in there should be close. Here. Let's put that down. Just here. Or let's see. Let's see what this works out to be here. Up here. Cross, what does that come out to be as? They're gonna do the other lane though. Yeah. Tragedy. Well, I mean, we can push it out one. We got room to adjust here. That train's bugging me. Oh, it's one I painted. I don't do that. Just wave your wand at it. A little bit of a glitch sometimes. And that's the one. See, will the little spline version work with this? Make this hook up look alright. Oh, is that invalid placement? Suggest it. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, that's strength. That's not the strength. This is. There we go. Why is that all weird? That really doesn't want to draw it, huh? Back parallel. Hmm. Make that close up. That. Dive into that like that. Live with that. Definitely make this work and look good. Still gotta try to get this guy. Thought was gonna be easy, but now it's kind of weird. have this working in a minute. This is crazy. Surprised actually freaking worked. At this point, tear this down and just leave the boxes that are holding these. And we can, I mean, that's all temporary anyway. That's a lot of aluminum sheet stuff. Yeah, just leave what we need here. That and the casings. Anything else can go bye-bye. Go bye-bye. At that point, all that silica and all those copper ingots. Bye-bye, bye-bye. We did poop the box, didn't we? That's that. Sucks, kind of sucks that we set all this up earlier, but now we realize just get rid of it for now. Eyesore at one thing, but now that it's officially in the way of progress. Let's take this guy and put him back here. little bit further out of the way here. There we go. Nice. Nice and tidy. Bring him through here and tie it in right here. Well, will it fit? Tempt me with a good time. If it would, that would be sick. Sidestep it right through here. Come around here and just tie in that way. Let's see. Didn't hook to that again. Silly thing. Helped in, that's smoothed out. Single metal. Get back to here and then start around. About there for a signal. And straight on. A connection. Clean, clean. And then this. That piece, yeah. We'll do that. Okay. And this gets the same special treatment. Air conditioner kicking on, yay. It's so hot lately. Crazy outside. Okay, we'll do like that. That's one piece. Beautiful. Good at building railroad track. And this will be isolator here. There. Yeah, it's awful close for... Kinda needs to be there, though. It's alright. We'll see how it works out. Because if that's... let's see, and we'll put one probably here. Let's see. And then that's got him checking from there to there. That's not too far. For the pass signal. There's not much traffic here right now anyway. Because it's just that guy right now. So, call that part good. Signal this up. Is that one freaking out? Because... yeah, we're not all the way hooked up out here yet. That's right. It's pretty good. Pretty good to go. I'm gonna call it there for the evening. Might do a little bit more here after a bit. Go play some Diablo 4 tonight, I think. So, thanks for tuning in if you did, and catch you in the next one. Perfect time for an autosave.